Welcome, everybody, to Rimworld. Today, well, first things first, I should probably point out, I haven't actually slept in a while, so today could be a complete mess. Basically, I've been staying up all night to try and get another series done, ready for tomorrow. It's going to be an Advent-y, Christmassy style series, so I've been against the clock on that one, seeing as the Advent technically starts tomorrow. So apologize if today is a little bit of a mess in terms of tactics, planning, whatever else. Now, speaking of planning, I've actually gone through every single job for every single person here and completely redone it all to make it much tighter, much more efficient. Tried to cut a lot of corners here, tried to avoid doing unnecessary jobs, things like stone cutting, completely removed from the list. Research, obviously completely gone as well, completely pointless there. Just a lot of stuff I've tried to trim down quite massively. Harvesting, growing is gone, butcher, cooking is gone. I'm thinking, let's crank the difficulty today. I know I've been threatening it for a while. I'm thinking it's time. It's ready to go. You know, we're very dug in the base right now. We've got really nice defenses. We've got pretty good kill box, which I've been optimizing a little bit more with, obviously, more doors, things like that as well. I've been putting all that stuff back in now that we've found a way to avoid them smashing down every single door whenever they try and flee here. We've got plenty of resources for way more turrets as well. I mean, if we look at things right now, we've got, 3,277 plasteel. Kind of not very much steel, but obviously we can opt to build turrets out of plasteel if we feel it's necessary, or some other components as well. Speaking of components, 208 of them. 7 AI advanced persona cores. What the hell? How have we ended up with 7 of those? I haven't accidentally left them on. I thought maybe I'd accidentally set up a bill or something and forgot to disable it. Unless that's what our deep drill is getting for us. Oh, uranium, right, okay. That's pointless. At least now we know that we can reinstall it to find out, huh? A lot of you guys want to see it, and I do kind of agree that we should just be having everybody use the batteries charged from the grid. What was the point in building this massive grid if we've got all this power that we're not doing anything with? So everybody's just going to use their batteries from now on. I know I said let's build some lavish meals and obviously have the meat in that, but with nobody doing cooking, and to be honest, I've removed, yesterday I actually removed this and forgot to mention it, the simple meals entirely. So that I was just going to have lavish meals for the mood, especially if we upgrade our robots today, which is of course still on the cards, still the plan going forward. But to be honest, I do prefer the grid. It makes it seem like much more androids and much less just people who are dressed like androids. So now we've got to be very, very careful with how we do things, and I'm honestly thinking let's also stick down some extra turrets too. I'm sure we've unlocked some plenty of other turrets since we last checked. Wow, where do we even start with this then, huh? You know what, I recognize a lot of. Yeah, I don't think we've actually. Oh, right, Sentry Guns, what are those? I do remember those. Yeah, the little Gatling guns. We had those in the Jurassic Park series. We had, obviously, last series, was that? Feels like a lifetime ago. Charge complex. So those are, I assume, yeah, manned guns. Those are a bit pointless. Charge turrets, much smaller version of, you'd assume, probably the double cannons. What's the power on these? They require advanced components. Obviously, the double cannons don't. They might be an upgrade. Is there a way to see their DPS on these? Damage? Can we see damage? Max shooting accuracy 97. Well, that's nice to know. Doesn't actually say the damage then, huh? Oh, you need plasteel to refurbish these rather than steels. You'd assume these have got to be an upgrade, right? Market value of 1,000. I'm going to judge it based on the market value. I know that's a bit weird. I don't know. Shots before Realm. I don't care about that. I just want to know how much damage the bloody things do. Are we going to genuinely... Let's build a couple. Fine. You know what? I was going to say if we got to build them before we find out how much damage they do. Evidently, let's put some down. I'm not too bothered about it. What I might actually do is remove the searchlights. Because as useful as they are for dazzling enemies and obviously lowering their shot rate, when you've got 50, 60, 70 enemies plus, honestly, we've got even higher than that pouring into the kill box. Being able to blind sort of 4 of them is not helping out. Those are valuable slots we could have turrets in place instead. So let's get rid of those. Let's put down some of these charged turrets instead. We've also got this large shield generator. It does take 14 advanced components. Granted, we're using some of those the turrets. What are they, like 2 each? Yeah. There's no reason we couldn't churn out more, but what do they exactly do? Because you've got to assume that we would have to place it. I mean, this one is obviously not the best choice. We probably want to put down a couple of small shield generators instead. If we put them in front of the walls like that, what does it deflect fire? We've used types of shield generator mods. Obviously, this one's Vanilla Furniture Expanded. There is a mod called, I believe it's literally just called shield generators, which use up a certain amount. Active threat. So they only activate when there's a threat present, such as raids or artillery bombardment. And then what do? Can set surrounding area on fire if enough damage is absorbed in a short period of time. Okay, that doesn't sound very good. But I assume it just acts like a shield generator would. So it protects anything which should deflect any shots up to a certain amount of damage. So we could stick a lot of these down and they should be able to defend our people. 8 per shield generator. And if we're cranking up the difficulty, I think these seem like a very good shout of things to invest in. So why don't we have whoever's good at making components these days. I've completely forgot. Why don't we set that to 15 then? And let's get whoever's good at crafting to churn some of those out immediately. Repair bot. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Repair bot, ironically, low on repair. I suppose we could have the other repair bots doing that. If we set him to priority 1 as well, he'll construct. If he can't do that, he'll craft. And if he can't craft, he'll go back to repairing. And then we've got 4 other people on repairing as well. I think that's fair. Now, today we also want to try and upgrade some of our people, because a lot of them missing eyes, missing limbs, whatever else. I think we still will go for these, but obviously that's advanced components too. It's all a lot of expensive things that we're going for right now, so I'm not really sure which one to prioritize first. You know, making sure that the people we've got right now are still running at top efficiency, or not wasting the resources trying to hold out as long as possible to go for those direct upgrades in the form of being able to download their consciousness into a tier 3 android. Not really sure the best way to go about it, to be honest, but hey, shield generators, those are definitely a good first step, I think. Here we go. Okay, what are we up against? Outlanders are nearby. We are looking at 58 of them. Again, not particularly powerful. I feel like these raids are really stagnated. We don't really seem to get much more than this. It's always the same type of thing. You know, a few guys in power armor, no rocket launchers unless they're the pirates, or occasionally these guys do turn up with a few. But I do want to crank it a little bit, because the difficulty does seem to be fairly forgiving as it stands right now. Everybody into position, especially if we don't have to eat and anything either. It's like, our guys are always at high power. We can just keep them out here for absolutely hours and hours and hours on end. What if we slow down? Is someone out in the field? No. Are they? I don't believe so. Herb is immediately down. Incredible to see. High on go. Oh, we had an overdose. Well, that's probably a good thing. We could go out and strip him if we're quick enough. So he's dropped. Oh, technology is completely pointless. I don't know why I'm even bothering to check these days. I'm very, very quickly get him to finish off this turret, seeing as it's got, what have we got left? Work left of 1. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, there we go. Now we'll be able to check whether or not these turrets are actually any good. We'll be able to see, hopefully, if they're effective. Now, we've got a lot of people here. We've got a lot of spare trenches and a lot of people not actually using them. Like, why the hell is your defensive position there? Holy shit. Anywhere else is more useful than that cleaning bot, for God's sake. Right, there we go. Okay, so you're at least in a trench. We could put someone else there, I guess. Is anyone not using it? Like, mining bot. What's going on with these defensive positions? Is that where I built turrets and it's just displaced them? Okay, well, that's a lot better for defensive positions. Now, what I've done is this might be a little bit dangerous, but you got to bear in mind this guy's got a ridiculous amount of health, and he's massively armored. I put Zero behind this wall, so that way he's kind of close to the mortars if necessary. He can kind of fire back, but he's at very little risk, unless there are rocket launch boys, at which point we just move him behind the geothermal generator, and that can soak up the damage instead. It's not like we need to rely on geothermal generators anyway. Okay, right, so what are we looking at then? How many people have made it through? 48. Okay, that's fairly worrying, I guess. That's kind of impressive. See how they do. Now, I really want to keep an eye on this turret and see just how strong it is, whether it was actually worth the investment. So there we go. Out of the, how many people was it the start? It was close to 60. I mean, 48 were a second ago. We're now down to 47. I'm really starting to ask myself, is it even worth having this many bear traps? Because with people turning up in power armor with shields and whatever else, it's just not doing the damage it used to. Obviously, against tribal characters, whatever, it's insanely good. But against these guys, it's just not as effective as it used to be. Right, let's see. Very difficult in hindsight to get a feel of how effective it truly is, given everything else that's going on. Oh god, watch out, Mining Bot 3. Fucking hell. Wow, they are making some progress, huh? Mining Bot 3 is now officially completely dead. Alright. Putting our boys on this side is extremely dangerous. We need to bring them back behind this wall. To be honest, the only reason they were there anyway was because we were using those charge shotguns. I think the range is, although they're powerful, the range loss of using them is not worth the risk. It'd be better to churn out a few more of these ballistic rifles or something along those lines. They are retreating. We did pay for it, though. We did lose a man. Maybe the difficulty is, every time I threaten to increase the difficulty, someone does die. So maybe that's a good indication that we'll leave it still for the time being. We're obviously still under some sort of threat. Yeah, having guys on this side in general is just a bad idea, because a lot of the shots bypass the sandbags and the embrasures. So it's just not worth it. It's not worth the risk, to be honest. We want to bring these guys at the top. Let's get rid of these charged shotguns and try and go for something a bit more range efficient at this stage. Miner, you know what? Given that we're almost out of steel, that's probably a blessing in disguise. So let's go for, what have we got then? Who's our best? Sorry, I've completely lost track of who's our best warden these days. Is it still Zero? Yeah, he is. Okay, so still got the highest social there. I just wanted to double check. I thought he was, but couldn't be sure. Okay, so Stellar Mine, let's see what they've got then. See if we can try and trade some stuff for some steel, ideally. Nothing. Again, don't call yourself a Stellar Miner if you've got nothing to trade. I mean, what have they got? Uranium and plasteel. Great. Don't think that really counts, Chief. We can sell them some... I mean, sell them all this garbage. Obviously, we can't even use the drugs anyway, being androids. So we might as well sell some of those. A couple of advanced components, if we buy those, that might not hurt. I do want to keep... God damn. I want to keep some money in the treasury, though, so that obviously we can go for the Rim Atomic stuff, which we wouldn't be able to do otherwise. We've got a lot of gold. My God, wow. Let's sell 500 of that, because there's no way in hell we're going to use that much gold. And instead, we'll basically swap it out for some advanced components. 10 of them. Seems pretty good. I want to churn out a new Tier 3 android. In fact, I'm kind of tempted to churn out some Tier 2 androids just to act as additional smelting bots, because our stockpile is getting overwhelmed with just garbage. And I mean, this is our fallback stockpile as well. How's this one doing? It's got a load of corpses in here cremating. Okay, so this one's almost empty. The issue is, for some reason, all of the guns have been hauled up to the top. And I don't know why, seeing as this one... Oh, it's a low priority, of course, the other one's critical there. Unless I change the entire stockpile to match the guns that we want to keep. I could do that, I guess. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's go through very quickly and make sure that we're not keeping guns that we really have no interest in anymore. Oh, God, that's going to be bad for mood. Okay. I need to be very careful. Bear in mind that, like I said, we're still not... we're not producing any sort of lavish meals, so that's kind of a bit of a mood loss. Okay, repair bots. Yeah, that's not really much of a surprise that one of our more advanced androids is going to be upset by this. Okay, so I've done the whole stockpile rearrange thing, so that should make the actual micromanagement side of things a little bit easier. And an eclipse. What's our power? Oh, we're not even relying on solar panel anymore, are we? Okay, that's fine. Right, so next job then. We need to... Honestly, I'm not convinced that the Tier 3 androids are the way to go right now. We don't have the components to do so, and I'm basically holding out for these Tier 3 androids, and we're losing more and more androids and not replacing them. So I think we just need to get some more Tier 2s out there. Let's make 4 more Tier 2 androids for the time being. More mining bots, cremation bots, crafting bots, whatever. Just general all-purpose bots, really. And who's good at crafting, who's not the guy who's freaking out? Another repair bot. Bollocks. We kind of need you guys on the front line, to be honest. Repair bot 4. You know what? Get to it. We need this as soon as possible. I can't keep putting this off. I've also put down a scientist cabinet there as well. That gives a, what is it, like 20% work speed? 30% work speed, which obviously stacks with all this other stuff. Bear in mind we are in the cold. It will just about cancel out those negatives there. So that works out very, very well for us. Right, okay. Michael 104. Let's rename you. And what are you good at? Absolutely fucking nothing. Great news. You can be another cremation bot then. Actually, I should probably make some more mining bots, to be honest. We've got 2 cremation bots already. How many smelting bots we've got? We've got, apparently, 4? Oh, because the other one's a cremation bot as well. Cremation bot smelting, it's the same thing. It just depends on what you're burning, really. Okay, so let's accept the regular odd jobs with him. Honestly, another mining bot certainly wouldn't hurt. He's actually not bad at mining. 6 out of 20. Fine. Another mining bot then to make up for the couple that we've lost. Is he our only mining bot? Am I going... Oh, no, there's another mining bot. Okay, right, so rename you to, Bio Michael to Slowpoke. Oh, come on, really? Fine. Mining bot, welcome aboard. That's very annoying, but never mind. Mining bot number 2. There we go. And we'll get him equipped with the... I should really set up some sort of presets. So mining bots will automatically equip, say, steel pickaxes, for example. Okay, so go and grab yourself one of those and then put on the regular old gear there. Put himself on his power armor, his flat jacket. I love that we've actually got the resource to be able to just do that immediately. That's quite a good sign. And then it's going to start digging a marble. Good news. And second droid there, we've got Sylvester, who is very good at animals, so completely fucking useless then. He's got a couple of passions I was going to say intellectual, no, that's doctoring, isn't it? Okay, still completely pointless, though. I'm going to make this guy a dedicated repair bot, seeing as he doesn't really have the skill to compete with the other guys yet, but obviously you can't botch repairing, at least as far as I know. So that way we can build up his skills, and it's just useful to have another repair bot, especially given the amount of wrenches and whatever else we've got that can give him the bonuses. Welcome. So you can be repair bot. We've got repair bot 2, 3, 4. So you are now officially repair bot 2. Don't like that he's getting technically second in command there, given that he hasn't proven himself, but it's just going to make the whole system a lot easier. Right, so repair bot. You know what? I'm not breaking the rules. You know, I'm not breaking the rules through. You're now repair bot 5. And then we move you there, and then you're repair bot 2. We have a strict system here, okay? I'm not gonna let this guy ruin it. Right, so we've got another wrench. There you go and get that one equipped. Obviously, I need to get some more weapons for them as well, seeing as we're apparently out. Let's make some more of those ballistic combat guns. In fact, I'm sure we must have some other weapons at this stage too. Or we can just straight and make charge weaponry now. Just get everyone bloody charged miniguns. That would work. 8 advanced components. Oh, yikes. Okay, maybe not then. Wow. We can almost build a whole tier 4 android for how much that is. What the hell is a black pearl? Improved artificial eye. Oh, so this is all the cybernetic stuff. I'm not even sure we can equip a lot of these. Bearing in mind that we're androids, I feel like it's a bit late to be trying to install or convert our people into cyborgs, given that we're already, you know, the entire way there. Oh, wow, look at all this stuff. Reconditioner. Alter brain in a way that you don't remember what you did with your life, change your backstories. Okay, that's kind of cool. Mind clearer. Removes current thoughts, right? So if like friends die, loved ones died, married ones died, whatever, that's quite useful. Passion Giver can fail horrible. Me too, I know how you feel with that one, Chief. We've got Energy Swords, Energy Claws. That might be good for our absolute unit. Some of these... Oh my god, a Chainsword. We could purge some heretics. Very nice. Riot Breaker, Ballistic Shredder. Why don't we take a look at the weapons tab then to see what our highest DPS weapon... Might still be the same thing. Wouldn't be surprised if it was. DPS then. Plasma Gun. Oh, hello. Concentrate something. Look at the accuracy on that. Okay, very good accuracy. DPS is absolutely nuts. 64.62, and I imagine they're expensive as all shit as well, aren't they? Plasma gun, plasma gun, plasma gun. There they are. 8 advanced... What the hell is a Havoc Launcher? Form of toxicity that destroys biological organs in seconds and allows you to eat seeds as a pastime activity. Let's go for plasma guns then. Okay, those sound pretty fun. Obviously, we need to make some... We need more good crafters. That's the real issue here. We're sort of limited in the fact that our crafter is also our repairer. Our repairer is also our constructor and our deconstructor and everything else. Yeah, I mean... I suppose we could have other mining bot on... Would I rather him... Yeah, honestly, I'd rather you be crafting things than having him digging out shafts constantly, given that we could just churn out any crappy tier 2 androids that would be capable of doing exactly the same thing. Repairbot 4 could also potentially be a very, very good crafter as well. Let's do it. Okay, you know what? I'm going to flip you over to Crafting Bot. Thank you, Mining Bot. You're getting a field promotion. So he's Crafting Bot first, then Mining Bot second. Very nice. Mining Bot 2 is promoted to Mining Bot 1. There you go. And then we need another couple of Mining Bots as well, just to help bring in some more resource into the colony, I think. It's probably what we do with this next guy that's churned out. Okay, then. So Crafting Bot. Let's draft and undraft. You make him advanced components. Oh, he's actually got the skill to do that, and that's the one thing I was concerned about there. Great, okay. Another good reason for building tier 2s right now, I don't know if you noticed that, they're actually 16 components apiece. We've got 151. So it's a good sync for some of our components we've got right now, and we're getting... I mean, it's obviously way more useful to have a tier 2 android than it is to just have a mountain of components lying around. They don't really do much for the colony unless we're doing something with them, understandably. So there we go. So we've got some components coming out of you. It would make a lot of sense as well to start putting down some shelves in here for a bit more efficient management. That way you don't have to keep running back and forth to deal with that. So let's put down a... What do you think? Should we put down like steel and gold on one side and then advanced components on the other? That way, you know, other people who, even if they want to craft those guns, they have access to that immediately. What else do those plasma guns make? Let's take a look here. So plasma guns need... Uranium, plasteel, and components. Oh my god, we've got so much plasteel. And we did buy a lot of uranium as well, because of course we haven't actually got onto the room atomic stuff yet. This could be a really, really big upgrade. Especially if we do end up cranking the difficulty at some stage. I think I might end up regretting smelting all of those weapons. What we really need then is to actually flip tactic a little bit here. Have our cremation bots working on cremating for a while so we see what weapons these guys drop. We've got so many new people we need to equip and obviously no weapons to equip them with. So let's go to cremation bots then. Let's flip you guys over to cremate first and then smelt second. Have we got another cremation bot? Actually, we've only got one right now, huh? That's fine. Let's go ahead and force prioritize that. Whatever weapons these guys drop, a chance are we're just going to end up using those ones. Now, I need to make sure our other guys aren't smelting them. Oh, yikes, I can't be bothered. I'll sit here and I'll keep a very close eye on what they're... Okay, so that one I'm going to forbid, because an assault rifle is kind of okay. Obviously not incredible, but it'll do. What else we got then? Machine pistol, not fantastic either. Just want to make sure they're not removing any... Okay, carbine is good. We know carbine's good, so we'll keep the assault rifle and the carbine for something. My god, we're getting a lot of people quickly. Okay, I mean, that's only a good thing, right? It's certainly not a problem at all. 0 hours till the next raid. Now, I'm going to preempt this one somewhat because, of course, we've got a lot of new people that need positions. George, you'll get a name in a second. What are you good at? Nothing good again. I like that at least a lot of them are getting good shooting, or at least an average shooting, but at least a passion in it is quite nice, especially when we've got this many raids. So I want to make sure that, let's move all of our new guys to the end so I can more easily organize them here. So everyone else is drafted as far as I can tell. Oh god, we're also missing mining bot. Shit. So he's getting a weapon. You're harvesting rice plant, which is never good, because I didn't even think we had bloody rice going right now. That one's reserved. That one's reserved. That one's also reserved. Okay, so we've got... so you can equip the machine pistol then. Obviously, far from an ideal weapon to have at this stage of the game. I wasn't anticipating getting this many people this quickly, I will admit. Okay, there we go. So there's the raid. What are we looking at? Outlanders. Okay, at least we're not drop pods. What are they doing there? Unusually clever with their tactics. They'll avoid your turret's field of fire. No, they won't. That's a complete lie. Okay, so you asked to wait on your weapons. So repair bot 5 then. Let's get you into position somewhere. George, welcome, my friend. You'll get a name if you survive this raid. Let's get you into position. Miner bot 2. We'll put there. Cremation bot, I don't like people being on this side anymore. So we're gonna change plans with that one completely. We'll put him... Oh, God, have we got any... I mean, there's okay, I guess. You flip over to your gun. Okay, so that's everybody but Zero who's still freaking out. My God, he's been freaking out for ages now. I hope he chills out soon. So what are we looking at? I didn't actually check the weapons on this one. 59 of them. Clearly... Oh, they must have had some sort of rocket launcher. Maybe they got a flamethrower. They've got incendiary... Oh, no, that's an HMG. Incendiary launchers? Maybe they actually did have a rocket launcher. Okay, that works out pretty well. So 59 of them all round. None have died yet as far as I can tell. See if these traps are... Oh, one has died in the killbot. So let's see how effective these traps are. Now I've got a better metric to measure them on. God, they're fleeing with 47. So 12 of them died, and that's enough to prompt them to flee. That seems a little ridiculous, huh? There's like way more than half of them left, and they're still... That doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. We are obviously going to wait until they've backed off a bit before we let our guys go. I can't believe that. 45 of them... Oh, because a lot of them have actually been knocked down. Okay, it's me saying 45 of them left. Yeah, alive, but that doesn't mean that they're capable of fighting there. So there's actually about 10 of them downed. I guess they did lose about half their numbers. I need to find out, do they actually flee when they lose half their numbers then? That would make a lot of sense. Of course, plenty of brains lying around there. Not that we actually need brains anymore, which is a bit of a shame. I need to restrict you guys so that you are all in hometown as well. Oh, God, and we've got all these different jobs to set up too. My God. Honestly, I'm all up for making more mining bots because we've got such a massive mountain we can work through and we found so many resources from it already. Why not sink some components and whatnot into... Apparently, we've already made a decent amount of steel as well. Why not sink a lot of the components into making more robots that are capable of obviously finding more resources? I think that works out pretty well. It's because Zero at the front. Why is he all the way down the back there? Okay, so is that a pretty decent order, I think? Yeah, that's looking okay. We'll move you down there. We'll get Repair Bot 5 up here. Just to make my eyes not look so... or not be so confused by everything that's going on. Anyway, that's kind of in pecking order too. Okay, very nice. So then, let's see how well the crafting goes with all of these additional changes that we've added into things. Also thought of what would be kind of a fun goal for the end of the series. Now, I did say initially we would, of course, get Zero into space so that we could start assimilating a new planet. Downside to that is, of course, we're actually not too far away. We've already got the ship completely researched, which I wasn't expecting it to go as fast as it did. Just happened to get out, of course, all the pieces fall in the right order there. So I'm thinking instead, let's go for some endgame Rim Atomic stuff, seeing as that's research that we still got to look into. There's one thing I've never, ever done with Rim Atomics, and that's launch a nuke. Now, I'm thinking, why don't we not just launch one nuke, but launch as many bloody nukes as we possibly can? I don't know if they have a particular range to them as well, but it's one thing I've never done, and it's one thing people keep telling me I need to do. So we're just going to nuke the shit out of all the people who've been raiding us this series to really show them a lesson, you know, to really show how powerful we are and to really show how much we've assimilated, if you will, the planet into our domain here. So that'll be something we try and go for, sink a lot of endgame resources into building these nuclear devices. Never done it. Not sure why I've never done it, because it sounds incredibly fun. So we'll start building up to that at some stage as well. Obviously got a long way to go on the Rim Atomic stuff. What do we want to start with then? It seems a shame to have Zero not be doing any work on that. I guess, I mean, honestly, the one that obviously that's what we want to go for, the Liberator. So let's go for it. Let's absolutely go for it. Oh no, what? The recipe made plasma gun requires this. Oh, no one has 13 crafting. Are you kidding me? 12. Oh, how much is he missing? Crafting exactly 12. Ah, shit. Okay. Well, that's a real shame. What other weapons are there, then, that we could potentially craft that are at least somewhat useful? Jeweler Razor. That sounds pretty fun. What do we want for that one, then? That's apparently just a standard sort of ballistics weapon. Oh, look at that. Made for akimbo. What's the... it's also... what I meant by... Oh, look at that. It's also really, really cheap. Doesn't use up a ridiculous amount of advanced components unlike everything else on this list. Okay. So they have a ridiculous DPS, but I imagine then their range is probably quite trash. Oh, it's not bad at all. I mean, their accuracy is okay. Well, what was the range? Oh, the range is actually pretty decent. It's not fantastic, don't get me wrong, but it's certainly not bad. Okay, I'll churn out a couple of those then. We might as well have him do something. Like I said, we've got a ridiculous amount of components lying around. Oh, 15 crafting. Oh, fucking god damn it. What can we craft then? Obviously, a lot of this stuff, unfortunately, is going to be a bit pointless, the cybernetic stuff. I don't even think the androids can use it, so I'd rather not risk trying to craft it. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to install that on our people. I have no idea what to make in that case. What is all this? Like, is this all... It's all again, cybernetic stuff is completely pointless. Why don't we make some android upgrades? Like the really high-end, high-tier ones using the... again, it's advanced components, though, isn't it? Overcharged mechanite pump. Price of intense heat generation that can fire the robot inside out. Oh, it's to do with healing. Well, have we got anything that can increase research speed or something like that? What are the downsides to the soldier upgrade? Range... nothing, as far as I can tell. Why don't we just churn out a shitload of those? They're advanced components, granted, but we haven't got anything else to really spend the advanced components on right now. They're 20 steel, which is relatively cheap given the amount that we've got. They're 40 plasteel, which is the expensive thing, but we have a load more plasteel. That I'm thinking would be quite good because it makes... I mean, a soldering plant across the board would be a great upgrade, because it just gives so many good bonuses. I mean, look at the accuracy bonuses. The range cooldown is much, much lower as well. Even gives melee bonuses if we do end up getting to that stage. That could be quite a good idea. Let's at least make a few of them just to help out. I don't want to just craft things for the sake of building up his crafting level. I at least want to make things that will be somewhat useful for us as well. Oh, sneaky raid. Drop pods. Sunk into your supply. Oh, God, okay. Okay. This is where... we want to fall back to the second layer kill box. Yeah, run. Haul ass. Get the hell out of there. I don't think we're going to have time. Okay, then. In hindsight. Fall back. Oh, goddamn. Okay, fall back behind here. Hopefully we can still shoot through the embrasures. Cremation bot is down. Where's Zero? Zero, get out here, because you can run a gun and kite a few down while also doing, hopefully, a decent amount of damage. Or not at all. Okay, great news. Well, we are behind cover, which is quite good. So we got that going for us, which is very, very powerful. Okay, there we go. Zero with that. Honestly, I do think, as risky as it is to keep Zero on the front line here, he is doing a ridiculous amount of damage. Damn, a sneaky way. I was really not expecting that. They are fleeing. There's only obviously one way they can get out of here. We haven't lost anyone. Cremation bot is down. That could have been very risky, I will admit. But I think Zero on the front line was a right shout in this scenario. Good damn, you see the amount of firepower we actually put down on that guy then. Honestly, a search and destroy. Search and destroy. Kill them all. There we go. Problem solved. Okay, well, that was a bit annoying because we've got 3... Oh, we've got 3 hours to get things tidied up and get our people saved. Damn it, that's really inconvenient. Okay, you rescue him. Crafting bot is not injured. Rescue cremation bot. God damn. Wasn't even enough time to patch our people up. God damn it. Okay. Deep shooters. Oh, wow. What a raid. 62. We are looking at, is that one Doomsday rocket launcher? Again, the actual amount of rocket launchers seems to have decreased somewhat. I'm wondering if it is to do with the sort of fluctuating rate, especially people dying. That has definitely contributed to things, and obviously melting through the stockpile. We've absolutely blitzed through a massive amount of weapons and crap that we had lying around, so that's quite nice. And sold a lot of crap that we weren't using as well, which obviously has a market rate more in favor of the game, so we are technically losing wealth even though we're getting more silver into place. Okay then, I don't even know where to begin with this. I guess just to get everyone into position besides Repairbot 1, because he's still doctoring the other guys. Go for it. Get out of here. We'll let these guys get doctored up and then we'll bring them in after the fact. Oh, you know there's a lot of them when the game starts lagging like that, my god. At least the kill box is up together. That is where the hell are you going? Defensive position? What are you doing? You absolute madman. Okay, it just completely ignored me that time around. Again, I'm not going to keep on that. What the fuck are you doing? What is he doing? What are they doing? Okay, this is kind of dangerous if they're just not paying attention to their positions. No, go there. What the hell are you doing? Get into cover. Oh my god, they're actually... What is going on? What are they doing? We can't fight a raid like this. Okay. They're just not paying... Look at that, they're not actually paying attention to me whatsoever. Oh my god, I know. They're on search and destroy. Oh, okay. It's okay. It's okay. That was good. I worked it out. It's fine. Don't panic. Wow, that was a bit worrying then for a second. I'm so glad I noticed that before it was a bit too late. Okay, what are they shooting at? It's just the Just the decoys. Did they fire the... I'm going to assume by the lack of fire. Yeah, we've still got a Doomsday rocket launcher in place. How are these guys doing? We patching them up? What are you doing? Cheering up patient. Don't do that. For God's sake, get to position. What, are you ready to fight now? You're downed. Have you lost legs? Both of them? Left leg is gone. Right arm shattered. Oh, God. We've got... Luckily, this guy did churn out some replacement parts. So we've got plenty of things. I should probably go through in a second after this raid is done and make sure everybody's getting patched up ready for tomorrow. Now we pray that the guy with the Doomsday rocket launcher dies on a track. Unit, no, you were my last line of defense. God damn it. Okay. Repairbot 4 doesn't have a weapon, but he is up on his feet. So that's something. He is equipping his charge rifle. Very good to see. What have we got? We got a lot of charged SMGs. Of course, we've got the crappy weapons too now. Damn it. Okay. 51, please, for the love of God, let that... He's not going to, because he's near the back. Where is he exactly? Is it Glasgow? Which one of you guys has the Doomsday rocket launcher, then? That's really tricky to... it's one of these guys. Oh, you there. Okay, at least they're near the back, which means they might start fleeing by the time we've killed off some of these guys at the front. Fingers crossed. Or maybe like the other raid, they'll start fleeing soon. 52 left. Oh, they're not going to start fleeing soon at all. This is painfully slow. My God, look at them crawl through the barbed wire. Okay, here we go. Right, so I'm turning the speed down a little bit here because we are about to see what we're up against. The fire is obviously not very effective. Flame turrets don't really work too well in the rain. I should probably roof over it, in hindsight. Granted, it does help out, obviously deal with the fires after the raids are over, so that we can pick through the remains when we get some power armor or whatever else. But in terms of inconvenience, and in terms of actually doing damage, which is... Oh, I completely forgot about the triple rocket launcher. Oh, shit. Mining bot 2, repair bot 3 is dead. At least it wasn't anyone important. That's completely my bad. I got completely distracted there by the other stuff. Okay. They are fleeing. God damn. We've not done well. We are up in numbers today, though, which is going quite well for us, but that is still not ideal, losing people like that. Yeah, more decoys. More decoys, more knowledge of... That we might not have been able to stop that. I'll have to go back and watch the clip, but depending on where they were... Oh, God, Smeltbot, get out of there. Fucking hell. The UI can save. That would just be negligence if I didn't do anything to stop him dying here. All right. Unit, we can't save. I mean, I'm not sending anyone out to go and save him, given that he is... I'm going to be honest here, completely fucking useless for the Hell Droid. I'm more than happy to build another Hell Droid to replace him rather than go out there to try and save him. Just smash it down, for God's sake, leave. I think we lost 3 people today, didn't we? That actually might be one of the more devastating days we've ever had in the series. Unreal. Granted, we did make, like, 3 more colonists, something like that, so we've broken even with things. But yeah, that could actually be quite a... One of the biggest losses I think we've ever had in any raid. So that's, it's kind of... Oh my God, you see how fast he got through that Rheumatomix research. So what I'm going to do then, I'm going to queue this up ready for tomorrow, because we're kind of getting to the stage, like I said, where we're losing these people because they are just so slow and so already damaged. I mean, we've got people like missing foots here. So I'm going to go through and make sure everybody is getting replacements ready for tomorrow. I'm going to make sure that we are at the top of our game for the next sort of set of raids that we're going on. We need to craft some more weapons, which again is going to take some time because of the crafting issues we've got going on with that. Apparently no skilled crafters ready. So let's get you a basic replacement leg on your left leg. Thank you very much. Left hand burnt off. I think that honestly does warrant getting a new arm then. So left arm for you. I think we're not too bad other than that. So another right arm here, if you don't mind. So right shoulder, left leg is also shattered. My God, you're in a bad way. So left leg as well, and that's cremation bot. So it explains why we've got so many corpses building up again. Right leg has been shot off. Fuck me, our guys are in such bad situation. I've just not noticed. So we need another right leg there. I might have to start crafting some new stuff. But hey, you know what? We needed the crafting levels. Oh, you know what? That's actually not too bad. And we'll see what other things we might be able to... Maybe there are some eyes, some ears that need replacing as well. It's a good excuse to build up our crafting skill and actually get something out of it too. Final thing then we'll do today, while we're getting just a ridiculous amount of surgery done, a lot of crafting done, let's go see what the bulk goods trader we've got. Have you got some more steel for me? Because once again, I mean, we did pretty well on steel. Look, we're up to 3,000 plasteel now. My God, we don't need any more plasteel at this stage. I'll honestly start trading it for steel soon. Even though we should really stockpile as much as possible, because obviously we've got a lot of this endgame stuff requires it. We still do need some steel. They've got a lot going for them here. My God, so this might be a good example of where we might want to trade some plasteel for steel there. Trading some gold as well. We've got just a mountain of gold, so some 200 gold. You know, that's not too bad. we've already unlocked the energy weapon research, right? We do want to start building up a lot of silver, too. Selling the ambrosia, we don't want that crap. Selling the medicine, honestly, we're not going to use the medicine anymore because we don't need the brains. Some cloth. Sure, I'll sell them a little bit. We'll sell them 300, just in case we build some more rooms. Obviously need the carpets for that, just for the slight beauty bonus. That's okay. Oh, you know, wood as well. We're not going to use too much of that, so we'll sell 300. Minus 700, we've got 1,000 silver left over, so we should be able to start some more research. Actually, I would like to keep just the 1,000 silver in, because that way there will be research that costs just the flat 1,000. So why don't we sell up a little bit of plasteel just to make sure that we are... There we go, that'll do. Perfect. Okay, so that's some more steel in. Should be able to get whatever repairs that we need to get done on our guys, build some more replacement androids, whatever, ready for tomorrow. Really come out swinging. We just need weapons now. That's one thing that... Oh, we actually did. Wait, ballistic... Oh, that's what someone's dropped. Maybe that was repair bot 3. Damn it, I thought we'd actually built some more there. We could obviously build some more ballistic combat guns. What do we need for... Also, like, charge lance or something. Charge rifles there. Ballistic combat lance, did I say? Ballistic combat guns. What do they require? 8 components, 20... To be honest, they're very good. If we've got the crafting skill for it, which, yeah, we actually do, why not make some more of those as well, then? Thank you all for watching. This might have been a weird episode. Again, I apologize. The whole lack of sleep thing is probably not helping out too much with that. I don't think we did too badly, just to take that into account and also take into effect that obviously the difficulty is getting a lot harder, and that we were very much under-equipped. That's definitely my hubris there, melting all of the weapons thinking we wouldn't need it. Churning out a bunch more androids, then not having the weapons for them is definitely cost us dearly. You know, trying to fight with assault rifles and carbines again, I feel like we've taken a little bit of a step back in that regard. But the obviously mine is going quite well. We've built up a lot more resources. We can start working on the Rim Atomics energy weapons also, which are really going to up our game. Big thank you to the patrons for upping the game of the channel, by which I mean making it even possible in the first place, including Alchemia, Anthony Gawley, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Ben Hofflin, Chesty, Croesus, Donald, Dulan of Gondolin, Fakuna Vasquez, Frederick, Gogolus, Harik, Harry McGowan, Iguana Squad, James Shea, Jonah Waters, Justin Wallace, Caden Carter, Michael Mullen, Muskratfall, Norstrus, Necrophen, Palvis Presley, Rodin, Scott, Skaz, Smegma Stain, Somnus, Shea, T-Back Cruz, The One Ring, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, Tyler Glam, Vacuous Bacchus, Varagon, William Green, and Zazzy7011. Thank you guys all for your support of the Insanity Lovers on Patreon. Thank you for making the channel possible in the first place. Much appreciated. Big shout out to these guys. And a thank you as well to Uwu Daddy, Astro, Anna Person, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Anchor, Attila, Austin Taylor, Betsamus Max, Better Valerian, Black Double H, Blood for the Blood God, Wayne Godden, Chris, Corgi Circus, Dapper Go, David Van Diepen, Daniel Pete, Don, Don217, Emerald Beam, Foosh, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Circle, Gothamo, Grey, Haji Dumar, I Am Sagataire, Erotha, Icy the Great, Jackson P, Jay Lara, Jacob Wolfie, Jason Sushu, Jose, Jubas Crust, Joran De Vries, Jessica Smith, Job's Lucky Sister, Jilly Vondel, Joseph Beer, Justin Block, Justin Rules, Justin Walters, Lepus, Luan Thomas, Luke Wallace, Manuel Bosic, Mustolp, Monty, Mercy Sampson, My Name Isn't Dio, Nathan Flores, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Nick Noah Ganamore, Organised Confusion, Pans Hamid, Pantherpel, Peyton Dennisar, Russian Got Billionaire, Ryan Hooper, Sam Kears, Shardul, Shari, Smirtworm, Smooth Octopus, Socrates, Super Danny 089, Sweet Tea, Talar, Voodoo Mumbo, Void Prince Kibo, Will Wade, Wilson Atef, Wolfie, Yellow4, Yorkus, Zach, Zetlock, and Zico2. Thank you guys all for your support over at Patreon. I'm going to bed. Goodbye. Well, I mean, obviously I've got to edit this video first. After that, though, then I'm definitely going to bed. Goodbye, everyone.